Taylor Swift, booed. Jacqueline Hendricks writes in the New York Post, Taylor Swift booed by Bills fans as she arrives at Travis Kelce's Chiefs playoff game. Bills Mafia gave Taylor Swift quite the welcome on Sunday. As the pop megastar, aged 34, arrived at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo for boyfriend Travis Kelce's divisional round playoff game between the Bills and Chiefs, fans greeted Swift with a chorus of boos. Despite the frosty welcome, Swift, rocking her signature red lipstick, appeared to be in great spirits. The Chiefs ended up winning the game 27-24. Sunday's game marked Swift's second postseason outing this year. She cheered on the Chiefs last Saturday in frigid Kansas City for the team's 26-7 wildcard win over the Dolphins. Swift twinned with pal Brittany Mahomes, the wife of Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes, as they spotted custom Chiefs jackets. Swift sported a number 87 jacket in honour of Kelce, while Brittany, 28, rocked a number 15 piece as a nod to the 28-year-old quarterback. Kelce, Mahomes and the Chiefs are looking to defend their Super Bowl title after beating the Eagles in the championship contest last February. Mahomes went 23 for 42 with 262 yards, 1 touchdown and 0 turnovers against the Dolphins, while Kelce had 7 receptions for 71 yards. Kelce and Swift were later seen holding hands as they exited Arrowhead Stadium. Facade management, assertion of control through physical means. The two-time Super Bowl champion first expressed interest in Swift over the summer when he failed to deliver a friendship bracelet with his phone number on it during her Eras tour stop in Kansas City. Swift then heard about the misconnection, which Kelce recapped in a July installment of his New Heights podcast. This all started when Travis very adorably put me on blast on his podcast, which I thought was metal as hell, Swift told Time in December as part of her Person of the Year cover story. We started hanging out right after that, so we actually had a significant amount of time that no one knew, which I'm grateful for, because we got to know each other. By the time I went to that first game, we were a couple. Well, she's been turning up for the games, and the Daily Mail reported also on this instance of her being booed, along with another of outlets, suggesting that fans were tiring of the distraction that she poses as turning up as a mega star. What do people below the line think about it all before we get into more analysis of what this means to Taylor Swift? Robert Orgenbau. I prefer that Buffalo wins their games against Kansas City, but it has nothing to do with Swift. I don't know if I've ever heard one of her songs. Loki, God of Mischief. So Taylor's man Travis caught a touchdown pass and I'm thinking, here comes the gratuitous cut to the luxury box where she's jumping up and down shot. And of course, we were treated to that. But then they went back to Kelce on the field. He was hearting her with his fingers. I can't remember ever seeing a professional football player do that to a wife or girlfriend in the stands. But this whole thing is sickening. Hopefully Buffalo prevails in the second half and Taylor can return to her primary role as an overexposed celebrity singer. Well, they didn't prevail. Carolina, I'm sure they're all sick of her, just like the rest of the world that are not Swifties. Thanks to NY Post, I always know where her boyfriend's playing at every single game. I'm not into Swift or football, but I feel like I've got to get a restraining order for the continual harassment of these unending notifications that are also unwanted. Aloha Lilicolina. Good. Tired of every other storyline being about her. People came to see a game, not her concert. Optiflix Undefined. South Park has to do an episode about Taylor Swift and the NFL. I can see it now. All the bros in South Park. She took our football. Yeah, she took our football. We can't all meet at the sports bar. Now our wives and daughters want to watch the games with us. She took our football. Steve Santoro, I hope Kelsey retires and they can both move out of the country when Mr. Trump becomes the next president of the United States. Virgil to you. About time she got a dose of reality that not everyone loves her. Woke a joke, she deserves every bit of it, but the post will make her out to be our deity. Mascotta replies, not the post, her fans do. Divalicious, dear Lord in heaven, please let the KC Chiefs lose today so everyone can watch the news without hearing about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce being together at a football game. In Jesus' name, amen. Sarge, funny how Swift opens up the windows to her warm luxury suite to high-five cold fans outside. These people in their bourgeois lifestyle are disgusting with all the unemployment and people losing their homes and cars and health insurance. New day, the red lip colour doesn't fit her. A more subtle pink mauve colour would be flattering. Patricia Quigley, enough of Swift, overexposed, tired of hearing her name, tired of seeing her everywhere. I look too much Swift. Well, not a lot of favourable responses, so the Swifties clearly hadn't penetrated the comments section of the New York Post to offer their support to her. But it is interesting because as a greater narcissist, she has an awareness of what she is and why she does it. The fact that people have booed her will have displeased her, but it will not have sent her into a meltdown. She wouldn't have dropped to the floor sobbing like this one's wife would have done. She wouldn't have raged about it. Instead, she would have simply found it amusing. The fact is, she knows that she's immensely popular, but she also recognises that there are people that will be against her also. She doesn't suffer from the same level of delusion, for instance, as this one's wife does, in believing that everybody should love her. As an aware narcissist, she knows that she has her detractors, but that doesn't bother her. The reason being is she's easily able to deal with the challenge fuel that is presented by booing fans by simply thinking to herself, you're all just envious of me. Here I am, a beautiful lady, a billionaire, known all around the world, with millions upon millions of adoring fans. I don't give a rat's ass what you lot think about me. I'm here to support my boyfriend and in the course of doing so, get yet more exposure for me. And I'm getting it. Even you booing me is playing into my hands, you lumpen proletariat. The fact that you sit there and boo me means it's going to be reported on, and yet there's more talking about me. So thank you very much for giving me what I want. Remember, for the narcissist, it's all about love me, hate me, but never ignore me. Taylor Swift, as an evolved greater narcissist, is easily able to take booing in her stride. She's not a highly provocative narcissist that plays up to the booing, who will be saying, yeah, come on, you fuckers, boo all you like and I'll kick your teeth in. No, she would just simply ignore it, but inside it amuses her, because she recognises that she's far superior to those that are booing her within the world that she operates, that she only looks at the amount of money that she has, the popularity that she has, the hits that she has, and that tells her that she is superior to Joe Ordinary, who is out there booing. The fact is, what amuses her is the fact that she's acknowledged and noticed, that they want to respond to her, and that's what matters. She would, of course, prefer adoration, but ultimately, some negative fuel that comes from some individuals isn't a problem to her. She readily nullifies the threat to control and laughs to herself about how these underlings have the audacity to do so, but it's all good gravy. It's not going to cause a problem for her, and it's not going to stop her continuing to turn up at games. She does what she wants, and she deems that it's appropriate for her to attend, and thus she will continue to do so. It's a stark difference, the way that a greater will deal with being booed compared to other types of narcissist. The lesser narcissist is likely to erupt in heated fury, and where they're a provocative narcissist, embrace it by being confrontational with the fans. Mid-range narcissists will generally dole out pity plays, feeling that they're being picked upon, that they are being treated as a victim, and they'll moan about it to other people, the press, people that they're with, maybe even turning on the waterworks. But for the greater, It's all good fuel and they recognise it, and they easily deal with it, just laughing about the fact that people feel moved to acknowledge them in that way, whilst reminding themselves of their innate superiority to their detractors. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.